Hey everyone, it's Cindy from True North Style. I'm here filming my April favorites. So my number one book favorite for the last 2 months has been the Veronica Mars The $1,000 Tan Line. It's by Rob Thomas and Jennifer Graham. Rob Thomas is the creator of Veronica Mars. The relationship between Veronica and Logan is written so well in this book, and it takes place directly after the movie finishes. So my favorite movie of the past 2 months has been the Veronica Mars movie. I think if you are a fan of the series, you have to watch the film. You probably already have, but if you haven't, you need to see it. And I do recommend everyone watch the series and then watch the movie because it's brilliant. If you've never seen the show and you watch the movie, I feel like you might find it a little bit cheesy or might not get a lot of the really amazing parts in it that were made for the fans. I went to go see it the first weekend it was out in the theater, and everyone in the theater were Veronica Mars fans, and they were cheering, and this one woman started crying in the movie for 10 minutes beside me. She could not handle one of the scenes, the scene with Veronica's dad. I'm sure if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The book is amazing as well. It's like watching an episode of the show. I read it in one sitting. I stayed up till 5 a.m. I could not put it down. I loved it so much, and I recommended it to a friend that I work with, and she loves the show as well, and she said she did the same thing. She could not put it down. So highly recommend this book. The only negative I have to it is that there's not a lot of Logan, but if you watch the movie, you know why. He's not really in it. There's a old character from the show that comes back in this book that is not in the movie, and there's lots and lots of Dick Casablancas, so if you like his character, definitely check this out. It's about two girls going missing during spring break in Neptune, and spring break is just such a huge part of their economy in Neptune, and it goes on for a whole month for different types of schools and stuff. So the city hires Veronica because it's her first big case as a private detective in Neptune after the film, and they hire her to find these girls, and it takes her on this obviously little adventure / she gets into a lot of trouble. Again, if you've never seen the show or the movie, I recommend doing those before you read this, but you will love it. It's a great beach read as well. I'm going to do another book review video. I'm going to talk about all the books I've been reading on my 50 books for the year challenge. I've done one already for January, February, which I still just have to edit. It's going to be a really long video to edit, so I've been putting it off. But I'm going to put that up, and then I'll do one for March and April as well. Besides the Veronica Mars movie, which I adored, I rewatched Heathers, which is an incredible film, black comedy from the late 80s, early 90s. Amazing fashion. Winona Ryder is fantastic in it. Christian Slater is a huge jerk in it, and it's a great movie. Amazing one-liners. If you have not seen it, you need to go see it. So it's on Netflix, and there's a lot of death in it, but it's really funny and really smart, so check it out. The other movie that I loved this month was The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I watched after I read the book, and I actually preferred it to the book. I found that the actors did an amazing job portraying the characters. I found that everything I didn't like about the book, like how it kind of was a bit overly dramatic, was definitely toned down in the movie and done really tastefully. The only thing I did not like about the movie was some of the music in the book didn't make it to the movie, which I really identified with, like some of the Nirvana and the more rock stuff. I don't ever normally cry in movies, and this movie made me cry. Like when he was talking about those infinite moments, and in the book I got the vibe of it, but when you see it in the film, especially in that very last scene, it's just like, oh my god, it hit me so hard. So I love this. I highly recommend. I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't, check it out. And then the other thing I've been obsessed with TV-wise, besides The Amazing Race, which I love, and I love the Afghanimals, and I really hope they win, although I'm pretty much rooting for any of the teams that are left at this point, except for Brendan and Rachel. Yeah, love that show, is Friends, and I've been rewatching Friends. Currently on season 2, I'm almost done it. It's so funny, and it really holds up, and Chandler is my favorite, and he makes me just die laughing. I also love Rachel's style and everything she wears, and I just feel like it's a show that really holds up over time, even though it was filmed in the mid-90s. And I definitely watched it when it was first on, and all of the episodes that I really remember, I feel like they should be in season 5, season 7. No, they're all in season 1 and 2. It's crazy. I feel like maybe I stopped watching it after the first couple seasons because Yeah, all of my favorite episodes are the ones that are on now. If you haven't watched in a long time, definitely start watching it from the beginning. I don't think it's on any like streaming sites like Netflix and that sort of thing. And it's easy to find on DVD and stuff. Like I got this at the thrift store for $5. Okay, the other thing I've been loving this month is buying albums. I'm not going to go through them all in this video because I'm going to do a music haul and vlog to talk about everything. But then before I get into fashion and beauty stuff, my last thing that I've been loving is this little stuffed toy. And this is Bub. And if you don't know little Bub, she has a YouTube channel, she has a Tumblr, and she's my favorite internet cat. She's the cutest thing ever, and they made a stuffed toy for her. I know Grumpy Cat has one as well. They sell it at Urban Outfitters, but this one is just sold through her website, and it is in partnership with Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, which is my favorite charity. I donate to them every single month. I think it's an amazing way to donate to charities, is to do it monthly, a small amount, because you don't notice it as much. I love supporting Best Friends. They are an awesome charity. I've been there to volunteer twice now. It's in Utah, and they are the largest no-kill animal sanctuary in North America. So highly recommend you check them out. Check out the little Bub toy. It's around $40, but again, a lot of the proceeds do go to charity, and it's just really adorable. And I'm so happy I got her. The other thing I've been loving beauty-wise is this Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash by Origins. This is a face wash that I go to when my skin just like goes mental. It's really deep cleaning. It's very thick, so you can really get it in there. It gets all your makeup off, and it leaves you with that really like kind of a soap vibe without drying out your skin. It's supposed to balance your skin. I don't use this all the time because it does sting your eyes a little bit, which I don't really like, and it's also because it's so thick, it's a little harder to get off. I just don't enjoy cream cleansers as much as I do like a gel, but when I'm having difficulties with my skin, I can always turn to this. I know it's going to work. So I love this cleanser because this past few months I've been having like such problems with my skin, and I think it's to do a little bit with some changes in products I've been using, but also with the weather and stuff. So I'm really happy with this. The other skincare product I've been loving is my new day moisturizer, which is the Dr. Endowell for Origins Mega Bright SPF 30. It's really lightweight. I love it. It's definitely replaced my Josie Maran Argan Oil moisturizer. I just am obsessed with this product, so it's one of my holy grails now, and I'll definitely repurchase. I've been doing a new face regime on days when I don't want to wear a lot of foundation. So like today, this is what I'm wearing. It's the Vitazing SPF 15 from Origins, which is like a BB cream. It's a sheer tint. And I bought this ages ago, and I didn't really like it as a base moisturizer, but as a primer or as a replacement for foundation over my moisturizer, I do like it. And so I just put this on all over, and then I just dot on concealer, my Time Bomb concealer, wherever I need it. Finish off with my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural powder in Medium Plus from MAC, and that gives me this face finish. So it's pretty light coverage, and then I finish off with like a peachy nude lip. I really like a Great Kisser from Soap and Glory. It gives just a hint of color. It looks like that. I also have been liking this L'Oreal lipstick in Rose Melody, which looks like this. It's just a light pink color, really natural, and these have the most incredible texture. I've talked about them before. Then the other lip product I've been loving is one from like an old collection from MAC, and it is called Sinister, and it's from the Disney Villains collection, which looks like that. And this is a very sheer sort of berry color. Now on to fashion. So again, I've been shopping my closet just like I've been shopping my makeup stash, and one of the things I've been wearing a lot is this button down, and it's silk, and I love these oversized silk button downs. They just feel really nice. This is just a plain black one, and I just like to wear it buttoned up all the way to the top. It was around, I think, $10 or $20, so really inexpensive. When it comes to shopping your closet, is sometimes you have stuff that's really oversized that you're not really wearing because it's a bit frumpy, and that's when I always say try cropping it. It looks a lot better if you're wearing a lot of high-waisted bottoms, which I am wearing right now. So this is a sweater that I bought at the thrift store earlier this year, and it's chenille. It's really cozy, but I wasn't wearing it that much. The one thing is, when you crop stuff, go longer, because I cut this one a little bit short. I'm really hoping it doesn't fray at all, or else I won't be able to wear it. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend cropping something if you spent a lot of money on it, just because you could mess it up, or just be really, really careful. But this was like, you know, $5 or $6, so it's not a big deal if I messed it up. And now I'll actually wear it, so I'm happy with it. And you can wear it even like over this, which would be kind of cool. So yeah, it makes it just a bit more versatile. My other clothing item I've been loving is my check coat from Woolrich, which is vintage. And I just love this coat. It's not only is it like this great color and pattern, which I love, but also has a ton of pockets. It has these guys, it has these guys, it also has two here, which I just adore. And it's lined in this really soft like micro suede. It's just, and it has inside pockets. Yeah, it's so practical, it's so well made, and I got it for $20. Who wouldn't love that? Another company that's been around since the 1800s, so you can find stuff in thrift stores, and I believe that this is probably older. I'm thinking that it's probably at least like 90s, if not 80s or 70s. So yeah. Another piece is this ribbed dress. It's from Stone Jeans, which I believe was from Stitches in the 90s. And I love the ribbing, that it's vertical versus horizontal, which you see a lot of in Zara in this style of dresses. This is a lot more flattering and lengthening, and has these pearl snaps all the way down. So you can unsnap it. I wear it all the way down pretty much. Like, I might leave just the knee, from the knee down, unsnapped. But you could wear it even as a top, like over a mini skirt if you wanted to. And this is just such a great dress and a great vintage find. I got it last year, but I just started wearing it this year. My last two fashion things are two items that I bought in the last 2 months that I've just loved. And the first one are these shoes. They're from the brand New Age. They're vintage 90s little platform booties. They're kind of like a combat boot style, but in a shoe. And they're just super comfy. They add some height. And they're just something different. I think they look great with little socks and then dresses and skirts. I got them at a vintage store called Vintage Depot. It's on Bloor Street in Toronto. And they were, I think, $20. So really good deal. My last item is a thrift find. It's my favorite one of the past 2 months. And it is a dress from Calvin Klein. And it is totally sheer. So I do have to buy a slip to wear underneath it. But it is a floral printed, kind of like a poppy print, high-necked, long sleeve, long maxi. And it looks a little bit kind of dowdy, but when it's on, it gives you the most beautiful shape. You look really sexy in it. It's cut in a way that is just beautiful on the body, and it just, I couldn't leave it there. I got it for $15 plus 30% off. Then the other day I was on Tumblr, and I was just scrolling through my dashboard, and this dress came up. I don't know if it's the exact one or one from the same collection. Like Kate Moss is wearing it, and it's from the 1993 Calvin Klein collection, like the runway show. So it's actually like real designer. It's not from the jeans line or anything. And it's 100% silk, and it's from the 90s, which I didn't know it was vintage. So I'm so psyched. I will try to insert a picture that I found on Tumblr if I can in this video. Otherwise, it'll be on my Tumblr soon, so just check it out. The links are always below. It would be like a beautiful dress to wear to a winter wedding. But you can, of course, dress it down. Imagine it with those platforms I just showed and like a jean jacket on top. You never know what you can find at your local thrift store. Sometimes you get real gems. Okay guys, well that's the end of my April favorites / March favorites. I will see you guys really soon with some hauls. So yeah, check those out, and bye!